Hello and welcome to Valencia, Spain. We're here for the FIBA Women's EuroBasket classification game. Sweden taking on Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnian fans made it all the way from Strasbourg, France, here to Valencia, Spain. Shona Thorburn alongside Azania Stewart, bringing you today's game. First up, Bosnia and Herzegovina. In my opinion, a little bit of a Cinderella story. Here you have today's schedule. Sweden against Bosnia and Herzegovina. Up next, Spain taking on Russia. And then in semifinal action, Belarus going against France, and Serbia taking on Belgium to finish the night. Some big performances. I'm sure not a lot of people thought Bosnia would be playing for a chance to possibly move on and participate in the World Cup qualification tournament next February. That woman right there has been great for Bosnia, their naturalized player.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's time to meet the players from our two teams. First, for Bosnia and Herzegovina,
big performances
coach is Mr. Goran
by
Lojo.
John
And
Beta
wearing number 4,
Milica has been superb,
Deura.
especially shooting the
Wearing
long
number
ball.
5, Miliana
Fortunately,
Joveta.
it looks like we're not going to get to see number 10, Marica Gajic.
Number
She
9,
was dealing with a little bit of an injury. She didn't play in their last game. She hasn't been warming up here today. So that's going to be a big loss and disappointment for the Bosnian fans.
Number 13 is Melissa Bercaninotti.
Tabic has been superb.
Number 15 is Nicolina
and of
Jejevo.
course, John Jones now with that
Number 24,
rebounding
Matea
record.
Ali. Number 25,
I did see that she's played unbelievable in that. What's so cool about this moment, Shona, is that obviously you've been in France and been able to look at this group, and I've been here in Valencia. And shout out to you, Shona, the first women's crew on the FIBA classification games and semi-finals and finals. So shout out to us. But here we have Sweden. The fans have been, no doubt, here every game. For me, Shona, I feel like they play with, they're an emotional team. If they're feeling good, they play good. And so it'll be really interesting to see which Sweden we get tonight, because I've seen it once against Slovakia, their first game, and then in their do-or-die game versus Italy, very, very good. But for them, they have to be feeling good as a unit, as a team, their coaching staff, and their Coach Crispy. I just think I'm excited to see which Sweden we get today. But we'll just take a pause in the commentary for national anthems, and then we'll be right back also.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, we ask you to please stand for the national anthem of Bosnia and Herzegovina. please remain standing for the national anthem of Sweden.
Fans again, and 3 referees for us tonight. Özlem Yalman from Turkey, Andrei Sharapov from Belarus, and Gatis Salins from Latvia will be calling today's action. So like you said, Azania, I guess I know Bosnia a little bit better, and you know Sweden, because we've covered both these teams.
Will be exciting to see if they're on point.
But you know, you said the Sweden team plays with a lot of emotion. Are they going to have even more emotion tonight? Because this could possibly be the last game for the Eldebrink sisters. Coach Marco Crespi made a social media post, and it looks like he's going to hang up the whistle, I guess, not the shoes, because he's a coach.
Right.
So could there be a more emotion? Is this the good kind of emotion?
Yeah.
Or possibly not. There you see.
Yeah, Bosnia's a +40, they're a rebounding machine, so they need to box out Sweden. I think hopefully there's been a fair few days, Bosnia, and they scored 46 points in the quarterfinals. Sweden, apologies, has been here in Valencia. Bosnia's had to travel, but there's been a few days off. I think both teams needed those days off. It's so tough to play a tournament like this. So you've scouted, you've got rest, and so it's a brand new day and a brand new game.
and welcome to Valencia, Spain. We're actually going to redo that jump ball. We are here for the classification game. Sweden taking on Bosnia at this year's FIBA Women's EuroBasket. There we go. Sweden comes up first. Lloyd thinks about it, decides to drive. Nice, strong, aggressive take by her.
Yeah, good start by Lloyd. Also, when she gets going and plays very well, Sweden, you know, also need that scoring from her, not just the Elderbrink sisters. Johansson has her hands full down low with Jones, no doubt.
So the double team there by Ellen Elderbrink. And now a turnover for Bosnia. Lloyd. Shots off. First rebound for Jones.
I think that's so unique when you have your post be able to start the break. She shoots the three and starts off real hot. Then she's showing her, wow.
Trust me, Azania, you're going to enjoy watching her. You talked about how she can literally rebound, lead the break, passes it up, gets it back, shoots a three. Not a lot of fives can do that.
Not at all. I can't do that, that's for sure.
So again, Lloyd, the strong take, and now she has 4 points. The only player who has shot for this Sweden team so far in this game.
Yeah, and Lloyd looks a bit different. She changed, she's taken out her braids. So I'm like, who is this person? But she's got the nice bun as the three-point shot goes up and missed. And a rebound by Elderbrink.
Unforced turnover there. Yeah, I think you and I kind of have a big advantage being able to call this game together because you watch Sweden, so you know if they're playing well or not. I've been watching Bosnia this whole tournament, so we have two different kind of views. You know, you said, well, I think Sweden can win, and I said, well, I think Bosnia can win.
Not if this girl keeps hitting
Jones shots off. And now Sweden looking to push it. Lloyd open on the baseline. Good defense there by Babbage. Somehow Lloyd sticks with it, and then the youngster gets the rebound. Shot clock winding down. Baseline shot by Fontaine is off. Good job by Jones attacking the basket. And again, you kind of said there's not a lot of people who can guard Jones. So is it worrisome, you know, 2.5 minutes into this game, Emma Johansson's already picking up her first foul.
Yeah, and you know what's tough about it is because she's getting full steam ahead. You know, she's getting the rebound down here and she is running the full court run. She's a point guard. You know what I mean? You've got your post, your five-man who's supposed to be posting up is bringing up the ball. That's dangerous. And how do you stop her early in the transition? You can't. So she's going to be a problem. And this is what I talked about earlier on. Who's going to defend her? It looks like no one right now.
Nice strong take by Ellen Elderbrink. And now Sweden takes back the lead. Tavic goes all the way to the basket, and her layup's good. But look at this, after a made basket, we have a good three-point shot attempt, but an offensive rebound by Johansson. Lloyd, she's not hesitating today. And again, this is what you're talking about, right, Azania?
It's tough.
Now they go inside. Yeah, nice strong take. Not much.
Nothing you can do
really do defensively. Try and prevent her from getting the ball early.
Yep, and I'm going inside every single time as Elderbrink puts up a shot. And here she goes running the offense again. See, they defend her way too late in my opinion. Step back. Ooh. Is this what you've been watching?
This is what I've been enjoying. So.
Wow, okay, I'm here for it. And that's tough for Emma Johansson, the 17-year-old. She'll definitely learn from this experience, no doubt, having to guard her.
Offensive foul is going to go against Ellen Elderbrink. And now Coach Marco Crespi wants to call a timeout and talk about it. He's very animated on the bench.
Oh my gosh, yeah. He'll jump up and down. You know, there's some great pictures of him online, but he also uses his timeouts very, very well. Like as soon as a run's happening, boom, he'll call a timeout. So let's listen into the timeout and see what he has to say.
Every time we have execution, we score every time. All situation, all game situation. We won they won that we play wide. Crazy. They won't lose without any reason. If we have execution, they can't play different. They can't play different. They can. But we need execution.
So Jonquel Jones, like we've talked about, you said you need to stop her early. There's no way she can pick up a defensive rebound and really go coast to coast. But you can't do it individually, right?
No.
I mean, it has to be more than one player around her, especially in the full court, so she doesn't get rhythm and speed into the offense.
Yeah, and they're going to have to pick her up earlier, in my opinion. Or maybe even change it up where you have a guard guarding her, right? In the full court. That's what I'm talking about. Pick her up early. There she is, 24 rebounds versus France. That is a top stat.
And keep in mind, this is versus France.
Right.
A very skilled
defensive team. Yep.
Team. So now Bosnia with a chance to open up their lead a little bit more here in the first half. Jones goes all the way. She draws the foul, so I believe that's going to be the second on Johansson.
This is definitely, for me, a basketball treat. Honestly, to see how the women's game has evolved, where now you have 1 through 5 truly that Bosnia has, who can, you know, handle the ball skill-wise, shooting-wise, get to the rack. Unbelievable. This is truly a women's basketball fan performance already, and we're in the first quarter.
Yeah, she really is a special talent. Obviously won the EuroLeague title this year with UMMC Ekaterinburg. She's been a WNBA All-Star, WNBA Most Improved, I believe. So she already, considering she probably is going to still have a long career, she already has a lot of awards under her belt.
Yeah, nice accolades for her.
So Sweden with some substitutions here. You see number 10, Drama, checked into the game.
Yeah, she's a smooth little lefty. Got a nice little crossover as the foul is called on the floor. And what I watched some stuff on the EuroBasket Instagram, and they talked about just how they've included her, how they feel as a team, and I really enjoyed what they spoke about Jones. And she's a big part and a big body. She's long and lean.
It's patient. Shot clock winding down now. Lloyd stops, finds Drama open. She hesitates, lets it go. Shots off. Bosnia running. Babic. Shots well off. Drama, the lefty, like you said. Good defense there. Unfortunately, I think a foul is going to be called against Natalie Fontaine.
Yeah.
It's kind of what you have to do too, right? 3-quarter front and hope that you have your backside defense.
Yeah. And Fontaine, it's good to see her. She got a slight little knee injury a couple games ago, so she's a tough cookie for them, and probably the only best defender on Jones right now.
So switching here on balls. Jones with big mismatch opportunity, and that's just too easy.
No, and maybe you change up, like you throw a double to her, run a zone, pack it in. You've got to try and do something, because if she keeps this steam, she's 11 points right now in the first quarter.
The first layup by Elderbrink's off. Jones, another three-point shot in transition, and it's good.
Wow, it's going to be the Jones story today, huh?
It's been the Jones tournament.
Wow. Okay, I haven't done my MVP and my 5 yet, so I'll do that today.
And again, look at this. She's pushing it in transition. And she draws another foul.
Foul is on number 4, Natalie Fontaine, her second personal foul.
And that's Fontaine's second foul. So their best defender has got 2 fouls because of Jones. And now, yep, Sweden's over the line. So for this last 3 minutes and 34 seconds, they will go to the line for some free shots.
I think, you know, what's more worrying is that Emma Johansson started the game, started on Jones. She picked up 2 fouls, had to make a substitution. So we saw that Fontaine ended up on Jones, and Fontaine a quick 2 personal fouls as well. So now you see number 58, Alice Nystrom, checking into the game.
Yeah, and she's got her hands full too, so you've got to change something. If your post can't handle her, which is a lot to ask, let's change up the defense, send a double, go into a zone. You're going to have to do something, because Jones is, she already has 5 rebounds to go with her 16 points. So she's on the way to her double-double.
Good job, Lloyd, being aggressive. Fouls going to go against Nikolina Djabo for Bosnia.
You can hear Crispy, you can hear him on the sideline screaming and shouting.
Nice ghost stream there by Frida Elderbrink. She passes up the 3-point shot. Lloyd has to let it go, and it's good.
Yeah, good for Lloyd to get going, because they definitely need some help. And the Elderbrink sisters aren't getting to their sweet spot, Shona. They like the mid-range right by the free throw line, and Bosnia's taking that right away. We're still here. Tough miss by Lloyd.
Babic, great 3-point shooter for this Bosnian team. Good defense.
And Babic stops the transition. Good foul there.
You know, you talked about the Sweden team. They've only averaged 58.6 points a game. The only person scoring in double digits is Frida Elderbrink.
Yeah, that's it. They struggle scoring. Unless their 3-point shot is on point, then they're in the game. They need a bit more energy here, in my opinion.
Drama drives baseline, wide open Lloyd. 3-point shot is off. Nystrom almost comes up with the rebound, but just those long arms of Jonquil Jones. Savic, well defended by Lloyd, but she's still able to score with that little up and under move.
Yeah, better offense there. Elderbrink to Frida Elderbrink for the 3. Another rebound for Jones.
So she almost has a double-double
in the first quarter.
Still have a minute left in the first quarter.
his 8 rebounds.
Savic's shot is well off. Now Sweden running.
Steal. Nice pass.
Bounce pass to Jebo. And now Bosnia's lead has blossomed. 8-22 over Sweden, just under a minute to play.
And it's Jones' highlight reel, and she just puts her hand up for a sub now at the end of the quarter. Wow, great, fantastic minutes there. She's done a very good job to open this lead right up.
Yeah, she has averaged 38 minutes a game for them in this tournament. Tough shot, but she has to let it go, and it's good.
2 points.
And now Bosnia are gonna hold it more or less. There's about 4-second shot clock and game clock differential. So you don't want to shoot the ball too early.
And they leave her wide open. Silly mistake. Nystrom, please, honey, let's go. She's the only one scoring, and you leave her wide open at the top of the rim.
Shot attempt, no good by Frida Eldebrink.
Yikes, in my opinion. It is a highlight reel of Jones.
Sweden trailing 10-25 over Bosnia and Herzegovina at the end of 10 minutes. Azania, talk to me. I mean, it has to start on defense, and it has to start with somehow slowing down Jonquel Jones.
Yeah, and here you see 0 from 5 from Sweden, so they're 0% from the three-point line, which they love and live by. And then, you know, Jonquel Jones for me is gonna probably be this first highlight quarter, because she's been unreal. Lloyd there with the layup. But silly defensive moments from, I guess I can't even speak because I'm so annoyed by Sweden. Why do you sag off Jones when she has 19 points? You do not leave the leading scorer, the looking MVP. So for me, they need to regroup here. They don't have time to, you know, go ahead.
No, so she's scored all but 6 of their points.
Right. Why would you leave Jones wide open from the three-point line? So for me, they've got to really regroup here, or they're going home. You might as well warm the bus up now, because this is going to be a long day at the office for Sweden.
So we'll see what kind of adjustment Coach Crespi has made. Jonquel Jones is on the bench, so that might be the best adjustment.
Yeah, they get a breather.
For the Sweden team.
Like, thank goodness she's tired, because she is a machine right now.
She deserves her break.
Yeah.
She almost has a double-double. She almost has a 20-10 double-double after the first 10 minutes of play.
Unreal. Sensational.
This is what I have been enjoying all week.
Yeah, I'm happy she's in Valencia now, because I get to enjoy this incredible performance.
So, Bosnia starts with the ball. Beginning of the second quarter. What can Sweden do? Diarra takes her time. Little spin move. Three-point shot attempt is good by number 13, Melissa Bracinovic.
Guess it doesn't slow down, does it? Jones comes off and they're still hitting threes.
Nice strong take by Ellen Eldebrink, and it's going to be an and one.
Yeah, you know, for these few minutes that Jones is going to be on the bench, I'm going to the rim every single time and try and get transition, quick baskets, and try and chip away at this lead while, you know, the strongest thing for Bosnia is on the bench. So this is when you have to really get your points, as Eldebrink misses the free throw. That you can't live by either.
Some substitutions here for Sweden. Tough pass. The ball is going to stay with Bosnia. Babic has been quiet so far in this game. Joan Betta. Little two-point jump shot's good. Nice. I like that. Yeah, she's had some really good games for them in the this tournament as well. Everyone on this team for Bosnia has really stepped up at a different time during this tournament.
And so is this girl. Number 8, she has done really, really well. She is... Yeah, she's played very well. She usually shoots the 3, a nice little clip, and also seen her in a few starting lineups. But yet again, they leave points out there on the free throw line.
Now Bosnia. Babic hesitates, drives, finds the pass underneath the Jebo, and it's good.
You know what I like about Bosnia? They don't seem stressed. They're just running their stuff at their time, their flow.
Great strong move by Lindquist.
Yeah, she definitely is an injection of energy. She plays like that for them. Good to see. But yeah, Bosnia just takes their time, gets into their offense, screens, no rush.
Beta again attacks the basket, and there's no help side. She's wide open for a layup. Nyström, she said she was a shooter. Lindquist there for the offensive rebound. Shot clock winding down, not sure they're aware. Ellen Elderbrink is though, and her three-point shot is good.
You need that one. And sometimes the Elderbrink sisters just need to see the ball go in the net, and it gets them going again, but some subs coming in, so they definitely need some good energy in Sweden.
Babic to Fiora. Her three-point shot is off. Sweden running. Tough pass is picked up. John Beta will go all the way. First fast break point for Bosnia.
Yeah, and they haven't dropped off at all. Jones is the Jones story, but this team is solid. They're 5 who are on the floor right now are doing a great job, and Jones is going to check in.
Yeah,
nice
absolutely.
Crossover. And can't finish.
Ball back out. Extra pass. Three-point shot is good by number 12, Mathilde.
For me, 58. Nyström, Alison Nyström for Sweden. Shona, she needs to rebound the ball and put it up. She passes it out. Here's a fast break by Nyström. Nice finish at the rim, and they want to have a timeout, Bosnia. As that's a nice little run, just chip away at it, but guess what? Guess who's out? And she's going to sub in now, Jones, as she's clapping, as we just see that nice on-the-money pass by Elderbrink. And we'll just listen in to the Bosnia timeout.
We had 18, now it's 13. Keep playing defense, no bonus yet. And we started to allow now them open shots. Contest the shots, pops out and transition. Ajde, da padamo sad. Ajde. Može.
So Sweden's jumped out. 13 points already in this second quarter. Like you mentioned, Jonquel Jones is on the bench, but Bosnia is still able to score 11 points while she was on the bench for almost 4 minutes of this quarter. Now she's back in.
Yeah, and now it's the Jones show. So
good job there by Jombeta checking into the game. 6 quick points for Bosnia. Jones. Little fadeaway jump shots.
A soft touch at the rim. She is a walking bucket, Shona. I'm here for her. She's getting my vote. Unreal.
But you know, number 22, Emma Johansson, checked back into the game also, but she has 2 fouls. Good job there. Eldebring to Lloyd, and an open layup for Lloyd.
Yeah, Sweden just needs to keep chipping away, play solid defense. Babic.
Strong take to the basket. Somehow, she's able to get that layup to go.
Yeah, and Crispy don't like it. I told you, he called it.
Not come up in conversation for the MVP, even though her team possibly will be finishing 5th in this tournament.
Yeah, and the thing is, right, you would want the winner of this tournament to be the MVP, but I'm not sure how the votes go. But for me, this is a historical moment for Bosnia, right? They've never been in the EuroBasket. They're about to make top 6, and they're going to go to the World Cup in Australia, Sydney. So for me, qualification, excuse me, that's a big moment. Is there a foul there? But that's a big, big moment for this country, for this team. It's fantastic, and because of that goal, I don't know.
You know, I've seen some big performances from Group C and D in Strasbourg, France. You've obviously been following Groups A and B. Maybe deserving MVP should go to the winner or at least the runner-up, but Jonquel Jones has to be a top 5 discussion.
Absolutely.
Shots off, Bosnia running. Kicks it to Jones, Jones to Babic. Now Babic finds Jones. Good help side defense there by Lloyd, but really nothing you can do if she ends up catching the ball that easily. So now she's just adding to her point total.
Yeah, but good defense change-up for Sweden as a little jump shot miss. Good job, try and double her, make it harder. That was a tougher shot as she turns over the ball, rare. And yet on the break.
Lloyd underneath. Nice patience. You have watched 5 games of Sweden. I've watched 5 games of Bosnia. I feel like both these teams, in my opinion, look a little tired.
Yeah. It's been a long, long tournament, and this is what's so hard about the EuroBasket, right?
This is their 6th game.
Yeah. In just over a week.
Babic. Her shot is good. It's going to be a deep 2, shot clock winding down. Able to get a little bit of space and get her shot off. Lundqvist, 3-point shot is off. Baseline shot is off. And now Sweden with another chance. See, this is what I mean. Missed easy baskets, but also defensively, I don't feel like the intensity is there. You know, the quickness, getting to the spot before the offensive player.
It's a nice little finish. I've actually played with her, which is lovely to see her out here for her country.
Lundqvist. First shot blocked by Babic, but guess who's there? Following the shot, it's Emma Johansson.
Yeah, we're going to see, you know, a lot from her 17-year-old having to guard Jones. You know, she'll just get better and better, and for Sweden.
Jones passes it off. Obviously, we see the big mismatch. Everyone does. Her skip pass is off. But Babbage is able to...
Doesn't matter.
I'm telling you, Babbage had some huge range. She was shooting the ball incredibly well from three-point range before the France game.
Yeah.
But the France game, they were just tired.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, this Bosnia team is playing without number 10, Marica Gajic, who is averaging a double-double for them.
Was she?
A little over 12 points, a little over 10 rebounds a game, and the last couple games they have played without her. So considering right now, in my opinion, they're up 20 points over Sweden without one of their best players.
Yeah. Yeah, Sweden, we talked about as she gets to a sweet spot right there. Frida, she doesn't hit it, but another rebound for Jones is their energy level. And I don't know, obviously, like we said, it's a long tournament. The EuroBasket is tough games. There's no easy games in this EuroBasket. And I just think it didn't bring their energy.
Spin move by Babbage, and she's got going here in the second quarter. She now has 9 points.
Fontaine, nice little drive. And that's the thing, they're going to get the drive because Jones is guarding up at the three-point line, so she's not protecting the rim. So just get some easy ones going to the basket.
So a foul called. It's going to be first team foul. So is that a sign of you're worried? Because in the first quarter, you saw Sweden fouling a lot and early. This is now their first team foul with only 1:35.
Adjusting
Less
maybe to the...
or adjusting?
Yeah, you have to adjust to the referees, in my opinion. 5 on the clock. Good defense by Sweden. A great possession as Crispy claps there because that was well deserved.
Kick ball.
Kicking violation.
And you know, Azania, this game isn't just about finishing 5th or 6th in this tournament for the winners. It's about qualifying for a possible opportunity to play at next year's FIBA Women's World Cup. So this game has a lot of weight on it as well.
Yeah, and history, you know, as Jones gets that rebound, and this is what is wild to me, is that she's running the break, the fast break.
Beta's shot is off, but Delic there for the offensive rebound. Good job by Nikolina Delic. Jones thought about it and said, nah, just go all the
long layup as Fontaine takes a fast break layup and misses. These little chippy ones are going to add up.
Gets the ball back though. Frida, his three-point shot is off, and now 1 possession left. 19 seconds left in this quarter. Bosnia are going to hold it. I imagine they're probably going to go to Jones.
Oh, let me guess. Let's have a look. Screen and roll.
Zura, she drives hard. Her shot misses, but I believe it's going to be a foul on number 10.
Maybe we were wrong.
Drama.
Maybe we were wrong.
But that is what, you know, I've seen too. Jones has had an absolutely incredible tournament, over 24 points a game. But there's been other big contributions from this team. You know, we talked about Sweden only having one person scoring double digits. Bosnia has had 3 people scoring double digits for them throughout the course of this tournament.
Yeah, they have multiple, she has lots of help, you know, people stepping up. And this is what you need. A one-man show is not enough in this tournament, because these teams will really, if she doesn't shoot the last shot.
So, at half, Sweden 31, trailing Bosnia and Herzegovina 55. An absolutely enormous performance already by Bosnia, and none other than Jonquel Jones.
Well, there's Crispy there, you know, looking down, and he needs an answer. But for me, the three-pointer, 2 from 11 from Sweden, but 84%, 16 from 19 around the rim, shooting 50%, 5 from 10, and no doubt John-Claude Jones has most of those 21 rebounds, assists, and steals. Sweden need this time, this halftime, you know, to regroup. Lloyd with 10 points. Jones, unbelievable. She is a walking bucket. She can bring up the ball, she can shoot the three, and no doubt these first plays of the first half will be mostly hers. We see Lloyd with that layup. I'm so impressed with Jones. I've seen her a bit in the WNBA, but I haven't watched a full game of her, and unbelievable, Shona. This is big time basketball.
I mean, it really is phenomenal what she has done at this EuroBasket. Like you said, she was known before.
Yeah.
This is a woman who played in Ekaterinburg, who, you know, won the FIBA EuroLeague this year. But that being said, I don't think people really expected her to have these kind of performances game in and game out.
Yeah.
There was a game in a group phase where she had 4 or 5 points at halftime and finished with 24.
Went off.
And so for her already, in my opinion, to have 25 points.
Yeah. If I'm Sweden
she already
here,
has a double-double.
Yeah, she has a double-double. If I'm Sweden, I'm not leaving her. I'm sending my whole 5 Sweden players to her. You know what I mean? But what's been really good for Bosnia is that they've shown once she does hit the bench, other players like this, nice little drop-off for Babic, are stepping up. So it doesn't matter if she's on the court or off the court. This Bosnia team is exciting, and I can't wait to see more of them.
For you from the first half. Obviously that woman is in them.
Yeah, there's no answer for her. Soft touch around the rim, can shoot the three. I'm really impressed, and I'm very excited, and I think I will definitely follow her more through her journey, going back to the WNBA, and I think she's going back to Russia, I'm not sure, but I like her a lot. She's wearing the Kevin Durant shoes. She's definitely, I'm going to ask her, see who her favorite player is and where she gets her inspiration from. Because look at that. I mean, she could probably dunk the ball also. Long, lean. You can't guard that. And Sweden doesn't have an answer for it. So we'll be back in the second half.
Bosnia with a chance to get on the board. Jones. Goodness me. Sandrine Gruda is probably one of the elite defenders in this tournament. So it shows you how good on offense Jones is. I love the heart and the energy that Bosnia are playing with. They're not, you know, win or lose. They lose. No one expected them to win. What a block by Checho.
Unbelievable.
So Garnier with the substitution, no surprise. Guess who goes in? Joanna's three-point shot is good! And that's why Coach Garnier subs her in. 6 seconds left. She goes all the way. We have about a 2-second differential. Shot clock, game clock. Julia Alban, and it's good! What a big-time shot from a big-time player.
We have walked this land for a long time. We know how far we've gone, and we're sure of how far we can go. Unity is not just a word here. It's not just a spirit in this sport. It's the way we all move. We are proud of our art, country, family, language, and culture. We are united by basketball.
Welcome to FIBA Women's Basketball World Cup 2022.
Well, hello and welcome back. There you see the game leaders of Sweden. Lloyd with 10 points, Elderbrink 3 rebounds, and Elderbrink also with 5 assists. So could this possibly be the last time we see the Elderbrink sisters suit up for Sweden? We know that coach Marco Crespi has announced he is going to retire from coaching after that. Lloyd, 10 points, 5 of 8 from the 2-point range. She started well, was aggressive for them. And now for Bosnia and Herzegovina, Jones, 25 points, 11 rebounds already. Babbage, she started quietly, but actually has 5 assists to go along with 9 points. All of those points, I believe, coming in the second quarter. You know, I'm wondering, Azania, we've already saw against France at 24 rebounds, so it's now going to be, you know, Jonquel Jones is first on the rebounding list. Are we going to see a points record be broke here tonight?
We'll talk about it. They're going to interview the coaches at halftime real quick, and then we'll discuss if she can beat that record.
Coach, tough first half for your team. You're going to have to make adjustments. What do you have to start with?
I think that mental toughness, okay? They, Bosnia and Herzegovina show great toughness in any one-on-one, and they beat us in any one-on-one. It's not for sure. Jones is the most talented player in this European Championship, but every small get us off the dribble. This is what we want to change.
It feels like the second quarter was a little bit better. There was some positive. How can you build on it?
I think I disagree about that. I think that we don't play our defense. Without our defense, we cannot compete.
Thank you. Good luck for the second half. Coach, up 24 at halftime, Jonquel Jones has been amazing, but the other players contributed as well. I guess you must be very happy about these 20 minutes.
Of course, we expected that we can win, but we didn't expect that we can make so big difference. We stayed focused from the beginning, play good defense with a lot of energy with the offense, and with the incredible JJ today we have this result after halftime. We have to keep going, and game is played for 40 minutes, and I hope it will be fine.
None of the teams in the tournament seem to have an answer against JJ. As a coach, when you watch her from the sideline, like, do you ever get used to it?
She's the player, you don't know what to expect from her. She can do anything. Definitely, in my opinion, she's the best player here, and all teams, all coaches just thinking how to stop her, and so far it was impossible.
Thank you. Good luck for the second half.
I love that from Coach.
Isn't it great? And then you finally saw him crack a smile. You know, he was rather serious. I've seen him be very serious throughout this tournament. So to see, you know, this small Bosnian country, so there you have it. Frida Elderbrink 0 for 6 right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, this Bosnia team is such a great story, and history keeps on getting broken with them.
Yeah.
And if they win tonight, it will be their highest finish out of FIBA EuroBasket.
Yeah, and we spoke about Jones's, JJ's 25 and 11 rebounds, and is she going to go and then break another record where she had 25 rebounds? Well, we get to see in the second half.
Welcome back to Valencia, Spain. We're here for the FIBA Women's EuroBasket. Sweden trailing Bosnia 31-55 at halftime. Can they come back into this game? I think it needs to start the first few minutes of this third quarter. Nice take by Lloyd, but another missed easy basket.
Yeah, it's going to be a long day if they can't make those wide open easy baskets.
Tavic, well defended. That's the kind of defense you need from Sweden, and now they get to run. Ellen, tough shot. Jones. Her three-point shot is off. She is human, people. She can miss.
But then runs so hard on defense, back down.
Lloyd, nice spin move. Again, missed layup, missed opportunity for her.
Yeah. She can't buy a bucket right now, and it just starts to, you know, affect your mental.
Strong move there by number 15, Nikolina Jebo. Deep three-point shot attempt is off by Ellen Elderbrink. And Jones goes all the way, but she misses, unfortunately.
Yeah, and she knows it. She claps her hand and says, man, I could have had that one, as we see the nice little post move down low. But yet again, she is showing her skills, her, you know, her ball handling, full court. They need to get the ball in 5 seconds. Yep, violation. Good call, referee. All over that.
Bosnia had never won 2 consecutive games at a EuroBasket. They've already accomplished that feat. They had never made a quarterfinals, so that has been checked off.
And there's Frida Elderbrink. 3 finally falling for Sweden. They'll shoot and they'll keep shooting, that's for sure. Shona, they're not afraid of missing.
Nice defense. Turnover. Forced by the good deny and ball pressure defense by Sweden. So now Sweden with an opportunity.
Good 2 back-to-back possessions for Sweden there. Good defense into offense, but still right on the money. Bosnia, as we see Jones down the layup.
So that's gonna be an and one called on, I believe, Frida Elderbrink. You see them complaining, hey, I was there, it should have been a charge.
And the referees will just come together, have a chat about it, and they call a charge. Well done, referees.
So that foul is gonna go against Jonquel Jones.
It's only her first, so she's all right. And Jones is only 27. She has a lovely career in front of her.
Absolutely, she is not done. Nice flash there by Lloyd. And Angela Delic is going to pick up the foul. Low scoring quarter here. So far, just under 3 minutes played. Pass inside, tough pass, but I think...
Second foul, yeah, from Jones.
But you know, I saw her play with 4 fouls almost an entire second half.
Oh, really?
So, yeah.
It's fine. But you know what I also like with Jones? She's always, as we see, a nice little jump shot by Elderbrink. She's constantly talking, which I love. You know, she's leading her team. She's telling them what to do offensively and defensively. Nice backdoor there by Bosnia. Fantastic little backdoor there. Let's see if Sweden has an answer.
Nice basket in the key by Elderbrink. Babbitt, who has been great distributing the ball this game. She turns it over, though. now Sweden with another chance. They've outscored Bosnia early in this quarter, 7-4. So foul is going to go against Mateja Tavic, and that's her third.
Tavic is playing tough defense here.
Ellen Eldebrink's three-point shot is off, but guess who's going? Jones might have got away with a travel. Either way, ball's turned over, Sweden running.
And that's a good job by Sweden, doubling Jones. Get the ball out of her hands.
Nice two-point shot there.
Yeah. And timeout from Bosnia. They want to talk about it. That's way too much, but that was a great screen between the Elderbrink sisters to get one another open. And good defensive possession down here. We see the double and then right back down and getting a score. That's exactly what Sweden needs to get back in this game.
So Sweden now have outscored Bosnia 9-4 with just over 5 minutes left in this quarter. Exactly what they need to do. They need to, you know, force Jones into turnovers, fouls, run a little. They've come out and they've played with a lot more fire this quarter.
Yeah, you kind of have to, right? It's your last game of the tournament. You're going home either way. And you just want to make yourself and your team proud and your family. So we'll listen in real quick. Or not. We'll watch highlights of Sweden. And it will no doubt be these two, the Elderbrink sisters. This is Frida with the sweet jump shot. That's a money shot, that's for sure. So good possession, good quarter here, in my opinion, from Sweden. It's exactly what they wanted, or because they were going to get blown out of the gym. We need to kill that fly. There's a fly, people, annoying Shona and I am going to swat it dead.
So now, let's see what Bosnia can get out of this timeout. You see John Betta checked into the game, as well as Diora. John Betta, she had a good first half for them. Babic, shot is short.
Another good defensive possession for Sweden there. They had two bodies on Jones, boxing her out.
Step through, layup's good.
Good energy from Sweden here. Just keep chipping away. It's a long, a long time left in the game. Get good defensive stops, good offensive looks.
So Jones hasn't scored yet in this quarter. Probably the longest period of time she has gone without scoring in this game.
Yeah, and good job, Sweden. Open shot here. And a third foul on Jones. Much better defensively for Sweden. Box her out. Elderbrink there just boxed out Jones, I think. Oh no.
I think it's Joanna's. Sorry.
Oh, it's Jones. No, it's a foul on Jones there. I think she just threw her down. Yeah. Foul on Jones.
Nice strong move, and she finally gets her first 2 points of this second half. Now 27 points in the game.
And 14 rebounds for Jones.
Skip pass is off the mark. So ball back to Bosnia. Tough layup attempt by Diora. Sweden running.
Another good defensive stop by Sweden.
three-point shot attempt is off. Do you think that's a good shot in transition?
No, I don't think so. They could get something better, but they live by the three, so it's good in Sweden's.
Babic, nice cut to the basket.
Yet again, Bosnia, they're taking their time, not rushed. You know what I mean? They just see what's good. I like it.
Frida.
She'll shoot from there. Yeah, doesn't matter. Rebound Jones on the break.
Jones better to Giora. Her three-point shot is good. And now Bosnia started slow in this quarter, but they have woken up.
Yeah, and way to share the ball there, move it around the rim, make Sweden have to defend.
Ellen Elderbrink gets all the way to the basket. Nifty little spin move there to get open.
Good double Sweden. Babic at the top. That's so much better from Sweden. This is what they needed. I'm glad that they came out and decided to defend Jones way better.
Like you said, this is the last game of the tournament for both these teams, possibly the last game for some of these players in your country's jerseys. So you don't want to go out with any regrets, right? Win or lose, you want to give 100% and say, I did everything I could. Jones from deep is off.
Heat check, that's for sure. Yek with the nice up and under, nice little shot there. Hey, Sweden's making some really good defensive possessions turning into nice offense.
It's what Coach Crespi said at halftime, though. He said, if we don't play defense, we can't win.
No.
And so obviously that was a big emphasis. Doesn't matter what you do on offense, if you can't play defense, you're not gonna win.
Yeah, and another stop there as the ball's out on the baseline. Another great defensive stop as we see some subs coming in for Sweden to keep that energy. You see Yeks up and under, nice little soft touch around the rim.
So Lindquist checking into the game along with Binta Drama, number 10. Nice pick and roll action there.
Emma, the 17-year-old Johansson. See what I mean? She has great hands. She shoots a three.
Diora. Shot is off. Now Drama takes it all the way, and her reverse layup is good.
If I'm Bosnia, I might have a little timeout just to, as they cut the score down to 16. I think, well, the time was running out, so it's fine. But great third quarter by Sweden.
5 seconds left in the quarter. Drama almost comes up with...
It's your time to shine, Shona. She's got the ball.
Should I shoot it?
Pass it to that lady over there. She got the rebound. Well done, Shona. Nice hands.
So 2.3 seconds remaining here in the third quarter. Much better job by Sweden. Even though they're trailing by 16, they've outscored Bosnia 19-11. Oh, but they leave a wide open Melissa Brajanovic. Wasn't able to convert, so good job by Sweden trailing back after 3 quarters, 50-66 for Bosnia and Herzegovina.
We'll definitely see a much better clip from Sweden's three-point line. Well, 3 from 16, but they're hitting some. 50% from the 2-pointers, but still 100% from the line from Bosnia. It's all the Bosnian game to have, but well done for Sweden as we see the third quarter best play highlights. No doubt, nice little post move, but Sweden, for me, Shona, has just chipped away. You know what Coach said was the defense, and they've managed to put a fair few possessions together on the defensive end and get a nice, easy basket down here on the offense.
And also, Azania, you and I saw them miss easy baskets in the first half. A couple of missed opportunities to begin that third quarter as well. And you said, you know, those little missed chippy shots might come back and hurt them.
And free throws.
And free throws. And right now, you know, had they made those open, easy layups, they were layups. I'm not talking about shots. It could possibly be only a 10-point game. So I don't know if Bosnia and Herzegovina started that quarter a little too confident and thought they had already won it, even though Coach Goran Loyo at halftime said, hey, it's a 40-minute game, not a 20-minute game.
Right. Right, so good minutes there.
So, Sweden chipping away at this lead of Bosnia. Jones Beta gets all the way to the basket, but it's off, and now Sweden running.
Good transition defense from Bosnia there to slow the roll.
Backdoor cut by Drama, but who's there to deny the rim? It's Jones.
Go inside into Jones, yep. Easy money. Big defensive block down here, and then right back down, and puts pressure on the rim. Nothing Sweden can do about that. Five on the clock.
Turnover. Now Jones again leading the fast break. Can Bosnia continue to make history here at this FIBA EuroBasket? Jones, 2-point shot. Nice pass there by Dura.
Yeah, even though Sweden's made this run, Bosnia and Herzegovina is just, you know, they're unbothered to me. They're not bothered. They know they're in this. They just got to play solid defense. And Jones will just keep, you know, padding her stats, rebounding. But the performance for me for her ball handling through the legs, behind the back, to the rim, outstanding.
The step back three-point shot.
Step back three-pointer. She's feeling a little exhausted now, as you can see. You know, hands on her knees, but wow, when you're doing it coast to coast, of course you're going to get tired. But and you're saying she's averaging 35+ minutes in this tournament.
37.
So 37. As you see, the nice little layup for her. She's not going to miss that, that's for sure.
Joint Beta finds Jones. Jones looks inside. Nice pass, but pretty good defense there by Sweden. Drama. First shot isn't good, but you see Frida Eldebrink there crashing the offensive boards. Wasn't able to come up with it, but she is able to force it off of the hands of a Bosnian player. So ball back to Sweden. Three-point shot attempt, well off by Lindquist, but another offensive rebound for Sweden. So I think the refs need to discuss if the last three-point shot hit the rim or not.
It did. In my opinion, it just grazed it.
Yeah, you kind of saw the trajectory change, I thought.
Yeah.
So they say, yep, 11 seconds.
Yep. Good call, referees. I'm enjoying this show from the referees. Come together, have a quick chat, boom, get the call right. Well done.
Frida.
Good defense.
Joan Betta's running. And a nice fast break point for her.
Joan Betta.
8 points on the night.
Yeah, I like her too. A little feisty thing. And she steals the ball as we speak about her.
Yeah, like I mentioned, everyone on this Bosnia team at some point in some game or a half has stepped up when they needed them, and she is one of those players who has done that and is playing well here tonight.
Yeah, they're gonna go inside, bring the double, swings the ball.
Jones there for the offensive rebound and put back, and it's an and one.
Unbelievable. That will be her 19th rebound. She's definitely going to break. Look at this. Round the rim, grabs the ball, finishes, and one. Unbelievable performance by this woman here. Jones is absolutely killing this game. And Coach Crispy, you know, sour face there. Sorry, sir, there's nothing you can do because it is the Jones show.
So she's able to convert her three-point play. Now has 34 points today. Sorry.
And a steal. Still back.
Five seconds. Lloyd open. Her three-point shot's good.
Over Jones, nice high arcing shot there. Well done, Lloyd.
Good defense by number 58, Alice Nystrom. I mean, it's a tough job. There she is again with the fronting defense in the post and is able to come up with the steal.
Nystrom, some good minutes there. She's using her body well, having to guard Jones down low.
Drama's three-point shot is up, but who's there? Nystrom for the offensive rebound. And so ball, they're saying, went off Sweden, so it's going to go back to Bosnia. And now JJ is checking out, and number 15, Nikolina Jebo.
Yeah, great minutes there by JJ, finishing with 19 rebounds and 34 points. Don't know if we'll see her again, but sensational game today by her.
Joan Betta, I think, rolled her ankle. And I believe it's the...
Wow, he was on there.
Yeah.
That's not even
the staff of Bosnia.
Yeah.
So Joan Betta is actually getting carried off by her teammate. You guys can't see it. So there we see the, oh yeah, she rolled her ankle. One of those, she didn't step on anyone, no movement. I think that's a really big sign of fatigue at this point in the tournament.
Yeah.
So hopefully.
Just see a great teammate there bringing her off, and a nice sportsmanship from Sweden. You know, they could have run on that and they stopped the play, so they get the ball here.
Fontaine drives hard, spins back, and her shot is good. Nice little move there by Natalie Fontaine. Now Cabbage back in the game. Nice cut, pass back out, open shot by Delic is off. So Sweden still trailing by 20 with just under 5 minutes. What do they need to do, Azania?
Maybe they'll shoot the three here, and they miss. But solid defense from Bosnia. I think the game is just kind of getting out of their hands. Bosnia need to play some solid, you know, use the clock to your advantage. Run a 24-second shot clock, you know.
Nice defense, but I think a foul is going to go against Binta Drame.
Yeah, tough, because that was 6 seconds on the clock.
And I thought it was really good defense as well.
Great defense. And here we see Fontaine's nice little turnaround jumper.
So number 9, Dragana Dumozin checking in for Bosnia. So Coach Moyo going to his bench, giving people some minutes here at the end of this game. 3 minutes and 49 seconds remaining. Still a 20-point lead. It's tough when you're down that much at half. No matter what you do, to be able to come out and consistently play at such an intense level defensively for 20 minutes, you know, you almost get too tired.
Yeah, it's hard when you are down that much. And Bosnia hasn't really let up either. And 4 on the clock.
Babic, three-point shot is good.
She's nice, and she knew it. She knew the clock was running down, and there, nice little between the legs.
Almost a steal by Tabic.
I'm excited for this Bosnia team. I think they have some really nice pieces there. Nice little jump shot as the clock was running down. They've got some really nice pieces that they can build on.
And don't forget, the winner of this game is going to have an opportunity to qualify for the World Cup. Imagine seeing Bosnia at a World Cup.
Nice, yeah, Fontaine going to the rim in the M1, but wow, who would have thought it? Do you know what I mean? Bosnia going to... this is the start for them. I think, like I said, they've got some really nice pieces, as you see, the and-one that they can work on. Obviously, Jones, big factor. Nobody has an answer for her. So, but it will be interesting as they get to the next level when she does play against bigger, stronger posts. But then still, there's not many posts that can guard a full court ball handling big, in my opinion. Bang, yet again. Babic there just killed the defense. They second-guessed it, and she was wide open, and she made Sweden pay.
She has really been one of my favorite players for this Bosnia team. Nice pass inside to Elderbrink, Frida Elderbrink from her sister, Ellen Elderbrink. Yeah, you know, we talked about Jones, and we should be, because she has been incredible. But Babic, considering she was kind of unknown before this tournament started,
put her name on the map.
People know who she is now. Long three-point shot attempt is off by Matea Tabic.
And Babic and Elderbrink right now kind of going at it. Kind of talking a little trash, kind of going at it. I kind of love it. Here, you see it in your face. Talk the trash you want to talk, but we're up 20. And Lloyd will sit down for the last 2 minutes. Good block.
Defensive play by Fontaine. Ball goes off the leg, I believe, of Jebo. They kind of play this 5-out type offense because everyone wants to shoot, right?
Yep. Driving kick.
Rebound. Three-point shot is good by Ellen Elderbrink.
Still a 20-point game, so needed a few more of those, that's for sure. Nice Nice defense. But, you know, much better half from Sweden. If they had put this half together in the first, it's a whole different game. They make a few of those layups. It's a completely different game. But for me, an outstanding game from Bosnia from start to finish. And I'm going to give the Elderbrink sisters a round of applause because we don't know if we'll see them again in the Swedish jersey.
Yeah, you said before their game against Italy, it was emotional for the Elderbrinks because they didn't know if they were going to play again with each other for Sweden. They ended up winning that game, losing to Belarus in the quarterfinals, 46-58.
Yeah,
and here they are today.
Yeah, losing to Belarus, I'm pretty sure my numbers off my head, I think they shot like 3 from 29 from the three-point shot or something like that. It was really a tough day at the office for them, and the same again here. They're just missing, you know, Zowie B, a few of their tough players.
Strong defense here by Sweden. Babbage with a nice little nifty pass inside. Good recovery there. And just a little too out of reach.
Yeah.
Fisher's pass there. So just under a minute remaining. Winner of this game has a possibility. They will be playing in the World Cup qualification tournament next February with a chance to go down under to the World Cup in Sydney, Australia next summer. So about a 3-second differential between shot clock and game clock.
I can't wait to see them in those qualifiers. I think, you know, they get healthy and get all their main pieces as we see a drive. Good defense, sadly, by Fontaine. If she didn't put her hands down, she would have got away with that. But if they can get fully healthy, they're missing a few pieces. You know, Jones, to me, outstanding, unbelievable. Teams watching this better figure out how you're going to stop her because she's actually a monster on both ends, and seeing her in live action, wow, like I'm speechless because I wasn't expecting this type of performance. You know, she's got 34 points, 19 rebounds.
And I keep saying, let's not forget Maritza Gajic. She hasn't played in the last few games, but she's been huge for them. You see her celebrating on the bench with her teammates because we're about 5 seconds away from history here for Bosnia and Herzegovina, and Babbage is going to hold on to the ball, and now they can smile and celebrate, and boy, do they deserve it. Final score, Sweden 63, Bosnia and Herzegovina 82. And now you'll see Babbage went to get her teammate, Joinbeta, who has ice on her ankle. Of course, you're celebrating with everyone because everyone's a part of the team.
Yeah. I love that. Throw her up in the air.
Throw the injured person up in the air.
Yeah, there you go.
So Coach Crespi there is going to finish his coaching career as well. So congratulations to him on a wonderful career.
Yeah, and here you see the end of the stats. For me, it'll be the three-pointers by Sweden, 5 from 23, but 63%, 24 from 38 from Bosnia Herzegovina. The rebounding game, not too bad, 39, but no doubt. Then 8 steals for Sweden, so not too bad. They did a better second half, but Jones, it is that lady there with 34 points, 19 rebounds, hugs and smiles for Bosnia because unbelievable. Congratulations to them. I'm excited to see them go forward. I feel like, by the way, just to let you know, the pre-polls, I did say the surprise team, this team. So such a nice picture there in the middle Jones, fantastic. Sweden, shout out to them. Their fans definitely traveled and was here every game. They'll probably be disappointed as we'll see the best players of the second half. You know, tears on both ends. Shona, is such a tough tournament to play. This is the women's EuroBasket. I've played in 3 of these, and I know how difficult it is to play very, very well, night in, night out. It's a lot on your body. It's a lot to ask for. It's back-to-back-to-back games, and congratulations, Bosnia, because I really think they've put together a solid performance to come here. And you know, do you think their goal was to make top 6? Because I don't think so.
Their goal was to win 2 games in this tournament.
Really?
Yeah, wow. I talked to the coach in Strasbourg, and he said, you know, we came here and our goal was to win two games.
Yeah.
And so here now, obviously have accomplished that goal. They've made history as game day after game day. They keep surprising people, and now they're gonna finish top 5, 6, depending on how the next game goes, at a FIBA Women's EuroBasket. Who would have thought it?
Amazing, amazing. I'm so happy for them. Congratulations. I actually believed it. Obviously, I knew. I've seen Jones, like I said, in the WNBA, and I knew how incredible she was, but I didn't know the pieces around her to be, you know, successful enough to push them to this point. And clearly, they've stepped up, like you said.
So congratulations to both teams and both coaches. Sweden are going to finish top 8 at this year's EuroBasket. It's not bad when you consider there's 4 teams in this tournament heading to the Olympics in 1 month.
Yeah.
Like, this is a top tournament, highly skilled national teams and players. So, you know, I think it's tough always when you lose. But when you get to look back, I think you could notice that you had something to be proud about.
Yeah, I would definitely agree with you on that one. Like you said, they are missing some key players, but Coach Crispy spoke about it before the tournament started and said, you know what, I'm going to worry about who is here.
So, from Shona Thorburn and Zania Stewart, don't go far, because we will be back with Spain taking on Russia.
Pones aquí detrás, Paco.
Vale, sí, la pongo por una primero y luego por otra, ¿vale?
No, solo este.
JJ, congrats on the win. It feels like from the start you really left them no chance. You really wanted that win.
Yeah, most definitely. Our group was really hard, so coming against Sweden today, we just knew that if we played our basketball, that we could come out victorious, and that's what we wanted to do from the beginning.
Your team expected big things from you, and at least we can say is you delivered. Can you touch on your individual performance today and throughout the whole tournament?
Yeah, it's just a mindset thing. It's something that I've been really working on the start of last year and coming into this year. So just a mindset of just make sure that I come at my level every time I play, no matter who I'm playing against. And the ladies trust me, the coaches here trust me. They've invited me in from day one, and I want to produce for them.
What will you take from that first EuroBasket experience? What will you remember?
That I'm just so happy that I came. I'm so happy that I had the opportunity to be able to be a part of it. Like growing up, it's something that I didn't really know about too much, but just seeing the way that everybody supports their countries, just how competitive the games are, just the level of pride that goes into everything that's done here is just really amazing, and I'm happy to be a part of it.
Yeah, you helped put Bosnia on the map, really. As a naturalized player, do you realize what it means for the whole country?
I'm sorry, I'm trying to hear you. Can you say it one more time?
I said, you came here and you helped put Bosnia on the map, really. As a naturalized player, can you really understand what it means for a whole country?
Honestly and truly, I don't think I'll ever fully be able to grasp it, but people have been letting me know how appreciative they are. I'm appreciative too. It's not just me helping them, they help me as well. But yeah, like I said, I don't think I'll ever be able to fully grasp it, but I'm happy to be a part of it.
And last question, I heard there's a party waiting for you in Sarajevo. Are you excited for it?
Well, I'm not going to be able to go back with them because I have to get back to my WNBA team, so I'll be heading back to the States, but we're going to have our little party here before I go.
FaceTime party.
Yeah, there you go.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Nicolina, congrats. First EuroBasket.
Yeah.
Top 6 finish, a spot in the World Cup qualifier. Is that something you could have dreamed of?
What
is that something that you could have dreamed of?
Yeah, we dream about this, really. We were very excited because this is our first time in EuroBasket, and we were a little bit, how can I say, afraid of everything of this, but we are very proud because we make so far and we make our fans happy, and we are really, really happy about this.
Well, you didn't look afraid on the court tonight. Everyone contributed. JJ has been amazing. It was just a good night.
Yeah, it was a great night. I mean, every game we haven't looked like we are afraid of them, and we show that on the court.
If I ask you, who would you vote for MVP this tournament?
JJ.
Can you just explain what she brought to this team from day one?
Believe me, I cannot explain with the words what she brings here in our team. I mean, she is the best player in the world for me, and we saw here on the court what she can do. I mean, she's really amazing. She can score from every position. She plays very good from transition. Also, when they double her, she give us a pass. So she is really amazing player, and we can learn so much from her.
I heard there was a party waiting for you in Sarajevo. How is it going to be, and how proud are you to go back home with that top 6 finish?
Yeah, we're really very proud. I mean, we didn't have women basketball 22 years, so it's really big for us to come back to our country, to see all that fans, and we will see how it's going to be.
And last question, can I just ask you to try to put into words what you're feeling right now, but in Bosnian?
In Bosnia, phenomenal. Thank you.
Thank you, congrats again. You had a much better second half, you made a run, you left everything out there, but maybe it was a little bit too late, or, I mean, do you have any regrets on that game?
Of course, it's a little bit hard in the first half. We didn't really get the stop of Jones that we needed to get control of the game. So of course, it's maybe a little bit regret that we couldn't do it in the first half like we did in the second half, but I'm proud of the team that we came out and gave it a try to come back, and that's what I'm going to take with me.
There's a lot of emotion right now. I got to ask you, was that your last game with the national team?
I mean, I haven't decided yet, but it's probably leaning more towards that it was my last game. So of course it's a lot of emotions. It's a long career, you know. So we'll see. I haven't taken a decision yet, and today and not tomorrow. We'll see in the upcoming time what my decision will be.
If